Good morning and welcome to Peace Out, where we are all learning together to peace out. I know, right? We just keep learning it. We just keep hopefully getting faster at going, oh, yeah, I can peace out. I can give this to God and I can let Him care for me. I say, let Him take care of me. I trust Him with my soul. I trust Him with my thoughts. I trust Him with everything I've got. And He's going to take care of me. That's when we can peace out. While we're praying for wisdom to deal with the situation, while we're praying for answers to deal with the situation, while we're praying for, we can still have that peace in our hearts. Why? Because it's always there. It doesn't take a break. It doesn't go away. It doesn't get lesser throughout the course of a day. It's there when we wake up. It's there when we go to sleep. It's while we're asleep. It's there while we're fill in the blank. God's peace is always on, and we can walk in it. It's up to us to learn how to let it reign. We're going to talk about winning today. I like to win. This weekend, Renella, Kyrie and I were playing a Mancala or whatever it's called, a game, and I kept losing because I was trying some different strategies. And I said, no, here's the rule in my house. We play till I win. So we got to play it more because I got to win. So I like to win. I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose, right? So we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Before I get too far into it, I do want to say the book of the week this week is Command Your Morning. The reason this is the book of the week this week is because I started part 2. I started volume 2. It's all out of Psalm 119, but it's still going to be how to command your morning so that your day lines up and your intention is set that you're going to trust God today. So I've got a whole nother book of this one coming. I actually started on it this weekend. I had an outline, but I actually got started on it this week. It started coming together over the weekend, and I don't know when I'll get it together, but it will be book number 2. And that'll be a series. And I think I have an idea for a third one, but I don't know if I'll do that or not. But I do have that second one. So that's why Command Your Morning is the book of the week. So this morning I stayed in Jude for a little while. I read Jude a little bit, read through Jude. There's got some pretty heavy stuff in Jude, right? And then I backed up and looked at 2 John, was pretty interesting, 3 John. And then I found this verse in the last chapter of 1 John 5. And I was like, ooh, I like that. So I got to get my little magnifying glass figured out here. But it says this, loving God, verse 3, loving God means keeping His commandments. And really, that isn't difficult. It's not hard, right? Because it's all based on love others as you love yourself. Love God first and then love others like you love yourself. That's not that difficult, guys, right? That's easy enough, right? Keeping His commandments. For every child of God defeats this evil world by trusting Christ to give the victory. Do we trust that Christ wins the victory for us? Do we trust that that He has already won the victory, that He won the victory on the cross, and that we can walk in that victory? That's what it says. Every child of God defeats this evil world by trusting Christ to give the victory. If we let Him lead us and then our work is to believe on Him. Our work is to walk in the work that He did on the cross. Our work is just trusting Him and then piecing out because we know He's got it. He's got us under control. He's got the world under control. Nothing's out of control. And we have that peace. Then we can win. We can be victorious in every area of life. That does not mean we don't have struggles. That does not mean that the storms don't come. If that's true, then all of our Bible heroes were wrong and didn't walk in faith and didn't trust God because they had struggles. The key was trusting God in those struggles, and they came out victorious because they trusted God. But here's the next part. Let's see. By trusting Christ to give us the victory. And the one who wins this battle against the world, you want to win? Anybody else want to win? Yeah, I know I'm competitive, Sherry. Yeah, I am very good. Yes, I know it's a shocker, right? I know you're surprised, right? Okay, right. If you really want to win the battle against the world, now let me specify this real quick. The world is not people. We're not battling against flesh and blood. We're battling against powers and principalities that come against our soul day in and day out. We battle against depression. I can say it that way. I battle against depression. I battle against anxiety. I have to battle against doubt, fear, all those things. Those are real things. That's what we're trying to overcome. We're not trying to overcome people. We're not trying to win a battle with people. We shouldn't be fighting people anyway, because we're following the commandment of God, which is to love one another. That can be hard with some people, trust me, right? But our battle is not with people. Our battle is with all these things that are trying to distract us from God, to distract us from his love, to distract us from what he's done for us. Do we even know what he did for us on the cross? We need to. That's a good study thing, right? Study what he did. What does that mean that he came to the cross? What's that garden connection with the cross and the garden? What is that connection? Everything was broken in the garden. Jesus fixed everything on the cross, right? And we have rights, that way to get back to God the Father, period, because of the cross. We don't have to go offer sacrifices because Jesus became the sacrifice. So we are not battling against flesh and blood. We're battling against all these things that are coming against us: crazy thoughts, evil desires, lust of the flesh, pride of life, all these things that I believe that's in James, not maybe First John. But let's go. So the ones who win the battle against the world are the ones who, what? Fill it in. No. Oh, here we go. I'll read it. Who believe that Jesus is the Son of God. When we believe in Christ and we trust him with everything, we can win the battle against this world, the stuff that's coming against our head. Like I said, the anxieties, the fear, the doubt, the unbelief, all these things that are battling against us. Because it's not, people don't care if we believe or not. But the enemy, our enemy of our soul does. He wants us to not believe. He wants us to not trust. So how do we win? This is so simple. How do we win? We trust God. And we just keep trusting God. And when we get distracted, to stop, go, well, I'm going to trust God. When we mess up, look at Jonah. I love Jonah, right? Such a picture of a prophet. Right? He was a prophet. And he just gives us such a picture of the way they think, right? And yet here he is in the belly of the well. And what did he do? God, have mercy on me. That is a sign. When we pray, that's a sign we trust God. And I'm not talking about some rote prayer that somebody taught you somewhere else, or, which is not bad. It's better than nothing. But I'm talking about saying, God, I don't know what to do with this, and giving that to him. When we trust him with that we're going to win. We are going to win as we learn to trust God with more and more stuff. The more we can give over to him and trust him, the more we can let peace reign in our heart. The more we trust him with, the slightly, speaking from experience, slightly easier it is to let that peace reign, to trust him for something else. We just look at our Bible heroes, our Bible characters, and even John and Jude here. We look at what they went through as apostles and disciples, and in the new church, and the persecution that was there. And yet here they are writing to the others to encourage them to keep trusting God. And when we keep trusting God, we're gonna win. That's the formula. If you want a formula, there's our formula right there. There's our formula. The ones who win this battle against the world, that's all the pressures that are coming against us. Stop people. Again, I want to say it again. And the ones who win this battle against the world are the ones who believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Because we back up a little bit, for every child of God defeats this evil world by trusting Christ to give the victory. You know what? We know it's not something we can do. If you don't, this is not the devotion for you. Go find another one, right? But we know that we don't have it in ourselves to win. I still lose a lot. I still mess up a lot, but I know that if I keep trusting God, keep coming back to that peace, keep coming back to those mercies that are new every morning, keep coming back to trusting his grace is enough for right now. His grace is enough. Keep coming back to that. I will win this struggle one moment at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. Then I got to go back to that moment again sometimes, right? Because maybe I'll do good for a couple of hours, but then I got to go back to that moment. Oh, I've got to trust him. There is no better way to walk through time and win than to trust God with everything. And that's the only way we're going to truly be able to peace out. Peace out, you guys. Let's trust him for one more day, and I'll see you again here tomorrow.